What's up guys, it's Robert and you're watching GentStyle, and today I'm going to show you how to slim this Spear & McKay jacket. Last night I did this jacket and I think I did a pretty good job tailoring the sides to make it a lot slimmer, and so I'm going to show you how to work around those vents and get it tailored. And with that being said, let's get into it. So guys, here I am. I am underneath the sewing machine. I've switched lenses so you guys could see a little bit better. But basically, I'm just going to take this. I'm up in the elbow of the jacket on the inside of the jacket. I'm going to sew down along this line and then I'm going to bring it out here. So that's basically all I'm going to do. So first, I'm going to start by locking in the stitch. That is super important. But first, make sure your thread and stuff is out of the way. Go down in the feeder and get some fabric. And then make sure all the stuff in the back is out of the way as well. And make sure you're operating on a flat surface. Can't tell you how many times I've done this and the jacket hasn't turned out right because it hasn't been flat. So I'm gonna sew. I'm gonna lock in the stitch. Okay, I'm gonna move it around a little bit. So right here, we're at the end of the first part. I've got all this back here done, and we're going to start dashing along where the vent is. And so we don't want to touch anything around this vent. Then I'm going to lock it in. And then that should be the first side. That should turn out good. So I don't know if it's clear to see because the fabric is black, but I have darted along here and it's a little bit rougher than I'd like it to be, so I may end up going in and redoing it. Like up here, it's a little bit harder than I want it to be, but it still looks good on the outside of the jacket and it doesn't mess with the seam in any way. Down here at the bottom, it doesn't connect to the vent at all. Let me get that in the right position. So the vent is there, and then I stopped sewing up here, so it really doesn't intertwine that bad. Okay guys, so on the other side, basically you're just going to do the same thing. Make sure you're not sewing up in the arm anywhere up here. Make sure you start just right below where the arm meets, and so you just have your pins, and I'm going to follow these pins along this underneath the sewing machine. So just make sure all your thread and stuff is in the right order. And then you're going to slide this under here, and then I'm going to basically the same step, follow all these and then stop before I hit the vent at the bottom. Then lock it in, lift the hammer, and then make sure you always cut your excess fabric, and then that's basically all you do for the other side. As you can see here, this is the line that we've created now. It's kind of a curve, and so we're going to try these on and make sure that both of these sides match up evenly because that is super important. So guys, now I'm wearing the jacket, and as you can see, it's a lot more slimmer throughout the body. It's a lot better of a fit than it was before, and I think I did a good job. Now, you're probably wondering, why are there wrinkles in the back? Now, that is something that happens to me often. I don't know what it is, but sometimes when I sew jackets, the wrinkles go away and then some of them stay. And so all I have to do to solve the problem is take an iron all the way hot, and then I spray the fabric and then I iron it while it's really hot, and then that gets the wrinkles out of the back. What I like about these jackets that have no lining on the inside is the fact that they're very simple to tailor. This jacket right here is from Brooks Brothers, and as you can see on the inside of this, there is a lot of lining, and so you usually have to work around getting the lining out of the jacket first before you can start getting to the sewing. And so the one that I did today, it has no lining on the inside, so it's a lot easier to tailor and it just removes that extra step. Now, when you do have a jacket like this, it's still simple. All you have to do is just simply remove the lining, and then that is going to get rid of it. You don't remove it all the way, you just open it up where you need to sew. But I use this jacket for the purposes of this video because I thought it'd be a little bit simpler to demonstrate the general principle of how you want to sew. You want to sew it like a curve. You don't want to use just straight lines, and you don't want to sew too far up into the arm, because then you're going to cut off some of the arm circulation and some of the movement in the arm. And so you just keep it nice and streamlined. This is like where I start, and then you go in and then you bring it out kind of like a nice figured woman. So guys, that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you have a good time tailoring your suit jackets and saving yourself a lot of money. The reason why I learned how to do this is because I wanted to save that money, because if you take these jackets to a tailor, it's like 40 bucks to do the arms and the sides if it's too big, and then she also is going to charge to shorten it. And so learning how to do it yourself is going to save you a lot of money, especially with the stuff that you get for a discount. So guys, that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed this tailoring tutorial. It's very simple. It took me probably about 15 minutes. If I wasn't filming, it probably would have been quicker to take in that jacket. But remember that extra lining, if you have lining inside your jacket, that can also be an extra step. But this is a really simple thing that you can do, and I think it's way better than paying $45 to a tailor to tailor your jacket. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button. Also go ahead and subscribe and share. And with that being said, I'm Robert, this is GentStyle, and I'll see you in the next video.